Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your full moon in Capricorn on Thursday, June the 28th yoga class. If this is your very first time with us, then a very big welcome to you. If you have any concerns about your mental, emotional or physical health with respect to doing a yoga class, please do consult your health professional before you continue with the yoga class. But I do, however, give modifications to all of the health considerations that may come up throughout our class today. So we're just starting off with an activation. The activation for every time I do this class is fairly close to the same, so we can concentrate on what's happening astrologically and numerologically across the planet as we move towards this full moon, or whichever moon we happen to be moving towards. So just shaking it all out down to the earth, having a lovely shake there. If you do have blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, just when you bring your hands up, just bring them just to your head. If you don't have any concerns about that, you can go a little bit higher. Lovely, big shake, shaking it out and around to the side. So the way this is set up is every time we do this class, I'll take you through a little bit of a astrological and numerological reading for the planet. The astrology has been brought to you by Pam Gregory and also Barbara Goldsmith, who do their YouTube videos each fortnight. So you're quite welcome to get a much bigger explanation, a much more detailed explanation if you go onto their YouTube channels. But in summary, and what I'm going to be using today, the yoga we're going to be doing to counter what's going on. We've got a few things going on actually, and a few things that are opposing each other, which is fairly normal from what I can gather. We have a Jupiter and Neptune trying, which is just a beautiful, beautiful yin energy. Let's go around the other way. And if you do have any concerns about blood pressure, heart condition, just keep that head above the waist here, so not going down quite so far, just shaking it out. So quite a beautiful yin energy, which allows you to go inwards. And the really big theme today is actually to go inwards as much as you possibly can, because there's a lot of stuff going on. And just coming back to the middle here, just some gentle swings around to either side. Just nice and gentle here. Whatever's within your limits, you can sort of tap your hips if you like at this point. Now Capricorn itself, the energy of Capricorn is actually really organised and productive, and it is the planet that's the sign that is most associated with manifestation. And that's really cool because we're actually having an 8 universal month, and that can be the biggest manifestation month that you can have. So it is a really good month, and particularly around this full moon coming up to the peak at the end of the month is a really good time to manifest and to really reap the benefits, the rewards of what you've been working towards, and also to reap the benefits of what you've committed to and what you've taken responsibility for. So there's still a few days left before we go into this full moon. So the idea is to be focused and to work really hard and be productive over this little bit of time. And the yoga we do today will actually help you with that. So just tapping opposite knee with opposite hand, and also making sure your goals are very set, and that that you have a calm mind and you're able to do this, which is why I've chosen the particular sequence we're going to do today to help you with this. So yes, definitely being organised, productive is big for the next week coming up to the full moon, and then just tapping your heels back here. There's also 8 planets in the cardinal sign, and there's also 4 planets retrograde, and Mars will actually join those planets when we get to the full moon as well. So coming back to the knees, this is just a bit of cross patterning here. So it allows you to wake up the brain, get the left side to talk to the right side and vice versa, and it allows you to learn something new. So it's great if this is something you haven't done before. And this yoga is actually suitable for all ages and all levels of fitness, all levels of flexibility. So if you have anybody in your life who you think, oh, they could never do yoga, or they're not fit enough to do something like this, then think again. Let's go the other way. That's my little doggy deciding he wants to get grumpy at somebody going past. So it is suitable for everyone. As I said, I do go through the modifications. Definitely get them to talk to their health professional first, however, before they engage in this yoga. Let's do a little bit of a figure 8 here. So very gently, whatever's within your limits. We're just warming the body up here. We're not doing anything else. And of course, we're activating the spine as well, which is really good. So we have these planets in the cardinal signs. Now, what does that mean? It actually means that we can set goals and we can take action and we can achieve them efficiently. Okay, and it's a very simple and direct energy. So that is another reason why I've chosen the sequence that we're going to do today, to really allow you to set those goals. So just figure 8s with your hands, or infinity symbols. Again, keep your hands low if you have any blood pressure, heart condition issues or shoulder issues, or you're quite welcome to go up. And same with bringing your head below your waist. You're not going to do this if you have any concerns, blood pressure, heart condition, and also, in fact, any head cold or anything like that, blocked sinuses, glaucoma, detached retina, things like that. And even if you're menstruating, just keep it nice and gentle there. Coming back into the middle. Ah, lovely. My body knows it's about to do some yoga, so it's getting excited, it's relaxing, it's getting into the groove. And that's what happens when you've done the yoga a few times. You start to, your body starts to really tune in, and particularly when we do the deep relaxation at the end, your body goes, oh yeah, let's do this, and man, you're out. Like a light within moments of starting the deep relaxation. So it's just scooping underneath you. So yes, with those planets in the cardinal signs, a really good opportunity, along with this full moon, this very productive and energized and organized full moon, to really push forward, leading up to the full moon. But when we get to the full moon, something else happens simultaneously, and that is Mars starts to go retrograde. Now, that's a pretty big deal, okay, because Mars is the go-getter, the let's get going, let's move forward, let's be active, let's push, I'm the best, I'm the fastest, that kind of concept. And when it goes into retrograde, it really struggles because it wants to go forwards and it wants to move fast, but when a planet's in retrograde, it actually has to go introspective, it has to go inwards. So just some lovely backstroking here. Again, keep those hands low if you do need to keep them low. And just feeling it in the shoulders, a little bit of a twist in the body. Feel yourself warming up here. So there's a little bit of a tension going on. And also with Mars, what else is it doing? It's on and off square with Uranus all the way up until the start of October. And this is going to cause volatile, assertive, irritable and critical and frustrated energy on and off. So again, I've got some lovely stuff, particularly towards the end of our class today, to help us out with that. So when we hit the full moon, back off. You need to back off. You need to be introspective. Meditation is fantastic for this time, to really take in that yin energy that I was talking about, the trine in Jupiter and Saturn, that Pam Gregory was talking about. And also, yeah, and actually, in fact, Barbara Goldsmith was talking about it as well, to really to take heed, to just slow down when we hit the full moon, because Mars is going to want to go, it's basically, it's going to be the concept of like having your foot full on the throttle and on the brake at the same time. That's what Mars is like when it's retrograde. So I'm just coming back into the middle, palms faced away from each other. Open up those shoulders, so nice opening the shoulders. Breathe out and then breathing in, opening up. And of course, if you have hernia issues, thyroid issues, do this nice and gently here. Breathing out and breathing in. Lovely. And out and in. Okay, so the message is set your goals, be practical, organised and focused, and of course our sequence today and a couple of our asanas are going to be fantastic for that, to help you with that, and have moving forward with productive manifestation. Now, be open to receiving rewards, because when you get to that full moon, as I said, I'm just adjusting the microphone here, you can receive the benefits of your hard work, particularly what it is that you've been committed to, what you've taken responsibility for. So it's really fantastic time to receive. So the meditation today is all about being open to receiving. And one more time, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. And then just bring your right foot to the front and your hands up. And again, keep them nice and low if you need to here. And bring the right foot back to the middle and then bring it to the back. So it's just a little bit of a stretch in that lower back there, just to warm up the lower back and just basically to coordinate yourself a little bit there. But the beauty of the Dhru Yoga, which is the type of yoga that I do, is that you don't really have to be particularly coordinated to do it. So come back to the middle and let's go for the left leg. I'll mirror you, so this is your left leg. I take you through step by step. Nothing is super fast or requires super coordination. So you'll be fine. So coming back into the middle and one more time. So be still, be guided by your higher self, step back at the full moon and look for inner wisdom. And really, take time out when we get to that full moon. Reap the benefits, bring those benefits in, allow yourself to receive, and you can do the meditation over and over again to practice that receiving that we're going to do in the meditation today. And just take heed. Before that, use the beautiful energy from our sequence and asanas to push forward, be productive, and get stuff done, and commit to things, and take responsibility for things, because that's when you'll be able to reap the benefits of what we can get out of this. So, very exciting time. We've got a couple of little stretches to do. Just going to do our hamstrings. So I'm just going to straighten up this mat a little bit. I'll just turn out to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Your back foot's about 45 degrees pointing outwards. And then your front foot, keeping the front leg fairly straight. And then just lean down until you can feel a stretch in the back of the top leg. So that's your hamstring back there. Hello, Snowy. Now, of course, if you do have the blood pressure issues, heart condition, vertigo, the glaucoma, detached retina, etc., if you're menstruating, if you have any head, ear, eye, nose issues, keep your head above the waist. And that will happen a few times in this yoga class, okay? Otherwise, you're quite welcome to come down further. Oh, you're finally settling, are you, Mr. Snowy? Yeah? Settling into the yoga class, are you? Good boy. Yeah. All right, just enjoying that stretch. And then just gently walking your hands back up. A little bit of a shake, and let's go across to the other side. So you're only doing this until you feel a bit of a stretch. So you're not overstretching here, okay? But you do want to feel a little bit of a stretch in that hamstring. But definitely keep that head above the waist if you do have any of those health considerations I mentioned before. We will be going down again later in the class, so just remembering those things that we just said if you do have those concerns. Blood pressure, heart condition, detached retina, glaucoma, menstruating, first 3 days. Of course, if you're pregnant, you're obviously going to be not coming down quite so low as well. And of course, sinus issues. Okay, lovely. And we're just going to go down into the iliopsoas stretch, which is just a runner. Okay, so and you can do a nice gentle one here. You don't have to go quite as deep as what I'm doing, but keep the knee above or behind your ankle here, and just moving into a lovely runner stretch there. So, what are we going to be doing today? You might be asking yourself. We're doing EBR3, which is just an absolutely beautiful energy block release, we call it in Dhru Yoga, EBR3. It is the heart awakener, but it also allows you to set goals. And it also calms your mind, gives you freedom in your life for change, allows you to goal set, allows you to tune into your dreams, which is really, really important at this moment, leading up to that full moon. And the full moon energy lasts around 4 days on either side of the full moon. So don't be concerned if you've only hooked into this yoga class right on the 28th of June or the 29th of June. You're still going to get enormous benefit from doing this class at this time. Also, while I'm thinking of it, anyone who is a Dhru Yoga teacher that's actually watching this class or knows yoga quite well, the wheel and the shoulder stand are actually really, really good for this time as well. But I won't be doing those in this class today. All right, and then coming back up. We're going to do a sort of a hip adductor. If you have any issues with excuse me, with kneeling on the floor, you can do this in a chair. Okay. And in fact, you could have just done that movement in a chair as well. I do apologise. You could have done your runner in the chair if you were unable to get down to the floor. Okay. The hip abductor. So you bring your bottom to one side of the. Oops, I'm going to hit the dog. Okay. Your bottom to one side of the chair, and you come out to the side. So you just feel a little bit of a stretch in here. Okay, and that's a really lovely stretch to do. You can, if you're okay to come to the floor, do it on your knees, this, okay? Or in fact, you can come up into a squat. Yeah? What do you reckon, Snowy? Yeah. And then do the other side. So let's just switch to the other side. Okay. Lovely. All right, we're ready for our EBR3. All right. So just grabbing yourself a little drink of water. It's good to always be sipping on the water as we go through the yoga. Okay. So let's move into our energy block release. So we're going to get into Tadasana first, which is our mountain pose. It's a master pose. So lifting up one of your heels and then just pivot around on the ball of the foot. Bring the heel to the big toe of the other foot. Okay. And then once you've measured that out, just lift it up again, pivot back. And that's about hip width apart. And then breathing in, tightening up those knees, breathing out, nice and soft. Move your awareness up to your pelvic area and just push your pelvis forwards and back, and then just finding that nice middle ground there. Lovely. So imagine like you're holding a bowl of water in there, keeping it nice and steady. Lovely. Move your awareness up to your sternum. Imagine there's a string lifting your sternum up to the sky, and another string lifting your head up to the sky. You might feel like your spine is lengthening as you do this. Lovely. And then bring the awareness to the shoulders, breathing in, up we go, and out. Breathing in, and out. In again, and out. And one more time, breathing in, and out. And then just breathe in, squeeze those shoulder blades together, lift them up. A little bit of a tilt up with the chin, and breathing out. And again, and out. Okay, lovely. Feel like your shoulders are a little bit back there. Your chest is nice and open. You're standing nice and tall. Arms just relaxed by your side. And you're now standing in Tadasana, breathing in. When you breathe out, lift up your pelvic floor. So there's a big muscle here from the front to the back underneath there. You just feel like you're just squeezing it in like a kaleidoscope. Just a nice little squeeze. Doesn't need to be a strong one for this particular energy block release for EBR3. Okay, and now you're in Tadasana. Okay, so let's begin with our beautiful energy block release 3. So breathing in. When you breathe out, just bending the knees nice and soft, getting the knees nice and soft. Bring the hands in front, and then breathing in, reaching up. Again, keep the hands lower if you need to here, otherwise you can bring them just a little bit higher. And feel like you're touching the sun. Your hands are harnessing the energy of the sun to shoot for these goals. You're actually going to shoot for goals in this energy block release. So start to think, what are the goals that you want to reap the benefits for on the 28th of June? What do you want to really just bask in the wonder of what you've achieved on the 28th of June? So start to think about what those goals might be. Feel like you're holding onto the warmth of the sun, the energy of the sun, the spontaneity, the enthusiasm that you get if you do the sun sequence, for instance. And then just breathing in, reach up a little bit. When you breathe out, move your focus to the right hand. Turn your body a little bit to the right as the right hand starts to come down behind you. Watch the right hand with your face. Bend the knees a little bit. Let the right hand swoop past your right thigh And breathing in, come back up to where you were. Lovely. And then breathing out, let's go for the left hand. So your body turns to the left, you watch with your face, bending the knees, let the left hand sweep past your left thigh. Then breathing back in. And breathing out, let's go to the right again. If you haven't done this before, it might take a little bit of practice to get yourself in the rhythm, but that's okay. Breathing in. Breathing out, let's go to the left. Watching the hand as it goes down. Imagine that you're standing in a pool of beautiful, fresh, clear water. You're up in the tropics somewhere. So it's quite a comfortable thing to be doing. And the water comes to halfway up your thigh. Breathing in. And imagine that each time your hand sweeps past this clear, crystal clear water, it cleanses away anything that's standing in your way. Any issues that you're having, any obstacles. And you can say to yourself, you can affirm, I joyfully release all the thoughts, feelings, and obstacles that are in my way, that are preventing me from achieving this goal. I joyfully release all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are standing in my way for achieving these goals. And breathing out, sweeping past and back in. And one more time, breathing out and back in. Lovely. And bringing the hands back down to just in front of your chest here. And then breathing in, allow the right hand to point towards your face. So the palm is faced inwards towards you. Breathing in. Now leave the left hand exactly where it is. And as you breathe out, turning the body around, following this right hand all the way around until it's 180 degrees from the other hand. So it's directly behind you. So from the side, you'll see this. And then breathing back in, watching the hand, watching the palm as it comes back into the middle. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Breathe in, breathing out. Left hand goes around, follow it with your face. Your face is looking straight into the middle of your left hand. Breathing in, coming back. Breathing out. Switch the hands. Breathe in. Breathing out. Let's bring the right hand around, staring straight into the right palm. And think of someone that you admire, someone who's achieved some goals that you would love to have achieved by now. And then think of why you admire them. What virtues, what values do they have? Breathe in and then breathing out, looking at your left hand. Staring into the palm, almost as if you're looking into a mirror. Are they productive? Are they energetic? Are they vital? Are they resourceful? Are they smart? Are they filled with compassion? And then acknowledge, as we move around to the right again, that you can only see these virtues in someone else if you already have them inside of yourself. So then look into that mirror, look into that palm and see those virtues reflected back at you. I see that I am resourceful. I am witty. I am energized. I am filled with compassion. Come back into the middle. Give your hands a little bit of a shake if they're a little bit sore there. And then imagine you're hugging a tree there for a moment, bending the knees a little bit. Then breathe in, allow the hands to come into your heart and then back out. Breathing in into your heart. This is the beautiful Anahata breath. And back out again. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Start to think about those goals you'd like to shoot for. What would you like to shoot for today? What would you like to achieve by the 28th of June? And out. And bring your hands back in. Just allow the fingers to be about an inch away from each other. You might start to feel a little bit of an energy between your fingers if you get a little bit of a buzz between your fingers there. Bending the knees and then breathing in, just allow the hands to come a little bit away from each other, and breathing out, bring the hands back towards each other. Breathing in a little bit further and out. In again. A little bit further each time. Feel your heart opening up to these new possibilities. Breathing in. Start to think of your goal, what you're going to shoot for. We're actually going to shoot for your goal. Breathing in and out. And in. Always keeping a little bit of a bend in your arms there and your knees. Always keeping it soft. Breathing in and out. And then slowly allowing your hands to come a little bit closer each time you breathe in. Notice we're always coming back to the heart here. The heart awakener, energy block release. And out. And in. This is one of the best energy block releases to do. If you do need to calm yourself down, if you need to make space for change, for new goals. Breathing in and then breathing out. And just allowing that to sit there just for a moment. And breathing in, allow the right hand to come up again. Keep it lower if you need to here. And feel a stretch from the right hand all the way through the body, diagonally down into the left hand. And breathing out back into the heart. Breathing in. Up we go. And out. This is the heaven and earth twist. So you're reaching up, you're connecting yourself with your higher self, which is really, really important at this time. Barbara Goldsmith spent quite a bit of time talking about this as well. And out. And you can definitely, as I said, go to her YouTube video to get some more information there. In, but definitely go inwards, particularly when you come up to this full moon. Do the meditation. Even just do the breathing techniques that we do today. Of course, you can do this energy block release again, EBR, over and over again over the next week or so to really meditate on what you want to achieve. And out. And then bring the feet just a little bit further apart here. And if you do have hip issues, knee issues, what else? Ankle issues. Just keep your feet a little bit closer in here. Otherwise, you're welcome to go out just a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Turn the right foot out to the right and just allow, the right hand to be out, palm faced away from you. Just nice and softly here. And just check that you can nice and easily swing between, move your weight from your front to your back leg fairly easily. Create the Archer Mudra. So the last three fingers are folded over, thumbs up, and you're grabbing with your pointer finger of your left hand. And just move in and grab. Imagine that you're going to be grabbing your bow. You're going to be shooting right towards your middle finger here, because that is attached to your heart. Okay, so you're shooting for your goal. So you grab your bow, keep the elbow up nice and high, keep the chest facing forwards, lean back onto your left foot. Big breath in, breathing out. Excuse me. Your palm shoots towards, so it shoots towards your middle finger there. Breathing in, keep the elbow up at the height of your shoulder and shoot for that goal. Think about what the goal is. Breathe in and out. One more time. In, keeping the arms nice and soft. And out. And then bring the hands down. Let's turn the feet around to the other way. I've got a little companion here helping me out. And just check that you can still move your weight nice and comfortably between the two feet there. Create the Archer Mudra with your other hand. Grab the bow, shooting towards that middle finger. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And in and out. Shooting for the goal. One more time. And out. And bring the hands down. And moving back around to the other side again. Now you can do this one on the floor, but to save a lot of dramas, I tend to just do it standing. So with your right knee, get it directly above your right ankle, not further on there. And the left foot is out at 90 degrees, so it's pointing out towards the TV or whatever device you're watching at this time. And you keep this stance solid this time. Hand goes up to 45 degrees. Now if you do have any blood pressure, heart conditions, shoulder issues, bring the hand down lower. Okay, and I will do the lower version first. So opening up, let the left hand go out behind you, breathing in and breathing out straight across the chest. Okay, notice the legs don't move, but the torso moves. Okay, and then you'll go back down and across. That's for the modified version. If you don't have any concerns about bringing your hands above your head, have your hand up at about 45 degrees and your left hand up at 45 degrees. You're going to shoot a thunderbolt at your other hand. So looking at your left hand, breathe in, breathing out, shoot the thunderbolt. Hand goes down, breathe in. You're shooting for your goal, remember. And again, breathe in and out. One more time. And out. And then bring the hands down. Let's switch to the other side. Get your feet and legs nice and stable. You're not going to be moving your legs here. Hands go up or modified if you need to. Breathe in. Shooting for your goal. And in and out. In. 2 more times. Last chance to shoot for that goal. So focus on the goal. Breathe in and out. And then come back to the middle. Bring your hands down again. Just keep the head above the waist if required. Otherwise you can come a little bit lower if you like. And just really relaxing and enjoying that stretch down towards the earth. And then slowly walking the feet back in towards each other. Breathe in, breathing out. Just engage the core, bend the knees, and then just slowly, you can use your hands to walk yourself up here if you need to. Bring the hands back up above the head if that's okay for you, or a little bit closer to the head if needs be. Your back touching the sun again. Reaching up, breathe in, breathing out. Shower yourself with that energy, that enthusiasm of the sun, all the way down to Namaste. Lovely. So that's your EBR3. Hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to move into the warriors because they're fantastic for giving you stability, determination, endurance, harmony, balance and poise. Now a few little health considerations. Again, glaucoma, detached retina, high blood pressure, menstrual, first 3 days, pregnant, neck issues and shoulder issues. So for the first ones there, except for the neck and shoulder, you're going to bring your feet quite close in, okay? So I wouldn't go any more than shoulder width apart here for those people, okay? And I'll talk about the neck and shoulder when we get to Warrior 2. So let's just get straight into it. It's actually a fairly simple posture to do. So if you don't have any of those health considerations, you can bring your feet much further apart if you wish. So you breathe in. Breathing out, relax the shoulders and relax into it. Knees nice and soft. And then breathing in, when lift up your right foot. Breathing out, go to 45 degrees. So allow the right foot to land 45 degrees away out there. And then breathing in again, lift up the heel and go 45 degrees. So you'll get a straight line from your right foot will make a straight line straight into the ridge of your left foot. So breathing in. When you breathe out, just bending that right knee only until it gets above your right ankle. Okay, and just see if that's an okay stretch for you. You can modify the distance if it isn't. And then just gazing over your right hand. And that is your Warrior 1. Just relaxing into it. Enjoying that stretch. Feel the determination. Feel yourself coming into a stability with the energy going down. This is very much a base chakra movement. The endurance for the next few days leading into the full moon. Harmony and balance is really helpful as well, particularly because we're having a 2 universal year. Always good to do a warrior in a 2 universal year at any time. Leading into it. And poise. And then just coming out and just allow your hands again to come down, head above the waist if required. Have a little bit of a stretch here. and then walking your hands back up. Bring the feet back in. Let's go to the other side. So that the toes are lined up with each other here, same distance from the end of the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Breathe in, left toes come up, go 45 degrees, and then left heel comes up 45 degrees. So you have a straight line there through to the ridge of your other foot. The arch, that's the word I'm trying to think of, arch. Breathing in, breathing out, and then you lean in, but keep that knee above the ankle. Don't let it go past the ankle there. You should be able to feel a lovely stretch here. Keep the chest facing forwards, the hips facing forwards, looking out across your left hand. Feel that stability, that determination, and that poise, and that harmony and balance. Feel the energy coming down into your base chakra. Breathing in and out. Alright, and then gently walk the hands back up. Now you're quite welcome to stick with Warrior 1 if that feels like that's plenty for you. If you do have neck issues or shoulder issues, you do need to do the modified version of Warrior 2. And of course the same issues, you'll keep the feet in from what we said before, the health considerations for Warrior 1, keep those feet very close together. So what you'll be doing is literally the stance like this. You won't have the feet very far apart at all. Again, you can just follow along here, or just rewind if it's a little bit tricky to follow. So breathing in, breathing out. It looks the same as Warrior 1. So we're setting it up. Lift up the right toes. So breathing in, lift up the right toes, 45 degrees. Breathe out. Rest the right toes. Breathe in, right heel, and breathe out. So you've got that lovely, lovely straight line there. And breathing in. What's different here is when we breathe out, we bend that knee. We get the knee above the ankle, and then we allow the hands to come down, and we push that back heel away from our body, okay? And we turn the whole body towards the right foot, and we come up into Namaste above the head, okay? And the hips are facing the direction of the right foot, and the hands are up here. If you do have the shoulder issues, what was the other thing? The neck issues, keep the hands much lower here. Again, feel that poise, that stability, that determination, endurance. Committing to something up until the 28th, and then letting go. And just going inwards, and then breathing in, just opening up and out. Of course, you can rewind these warriors and do them as much as you like, as long as you've warmed up first up. Coming back up, a little bit of a shake. Let's go across to the left. Breathing in and out. Breathe in the left toes up and breathe out. Breathing in the left heel up and out. Breathe in and out. You relax the leg, push the right heel away, allow the hands just to spin down and then join up again above the head. And then just enjoying that incredibly powerful stance, the warrior. We won't do Warrior 3 today, we're just going to stick with Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. Think about those goals you're shooting for, and then breathing in and out. Now, we're going to move into the peace posture. If you have, so everyone can just come down straight away to just touch their knees. So you're basically at 90 degrees here. So you're just coming down and touching the knees. This is the version that we will stick with if there's blood pressure issues, sciatica even, disc injuries, neck injuries, lumbar problems, head cold, blocked sinuses, glaucoma, detached retina. If you're menstruating the first 3 days or you have a hernia, stick with this version. Okay, if you don't have any of those health concerns, you're quite welcome to bring your hands down lower, wherever you can reach. You can grab your shins or your ankles or the top of your feet. If you can, get your hands underneath your toes, fantastic. Or just make some kind of contact with your body here. And then just relax the head down. And then breathing in, imagine there's a breath going up the back of your legs. Finish the in-breath at the top of the base of your spine. And then breathing out, allow the breath to go up the spine, down the arms, and back to where you started. Breathe in again, up the back of the legs. Finish the in-breath at the base of the spine. Breathing out, allow the breath to go up the spine, down the arms, back to where you started, the point of contact with your hands. Breathing in again, up the back of the legs. Finish the in-breath at the base of the spine. And breathing out, up the spine, down the arms, back to where you started. Lovely. And we're actually going to come down just for a few moments into our Cobra. Okay, there's a few things to watch out for here. Of course, if you can't get yourself down onto your tummy, of course, if you're pregnant, you're not going to be doing this. You could sit on a chair to do parts of the Cobra if you are pregnant. If you have hiatus hernia, ulcers, peptic ulcers, abdominal surgery, hypothyroidism, pregnant, as I said, back issues that are prone to spasm, abdominal surgery, or weak back muscles, you can, for all of those, have a go at the Sphinx. If that feels a little bit too much, just go into the child, which is just, the child is just the coming into this position. Or even just doing a child version sitting on a chair. So just lean over and just rest your head in your arms. Hello. Come. What are you up to? Come on, up in your bed. Okay, I have a dog wanting to sit right on top of me. Alright, so we'll start with just the Sphinx. Alright, so you rest your head, your forehead on the mat, if that's comfortable for you. Have your elbows out to the side and your hands around about where your eyes are. And then breathing in, when you breathe out, engage your core, push your pelvis into the floor. Imagine that mini full moon. I apologise for the coughing. Imagine the mini full moon at the base of your spine, about to walk its way up your spine. Breathe in, create a hollow in the base of the spine. Let the full moon walk up the hollow. When it gets about halfway, push a marble away with your nose and come up into the Sphinx. Okay, so your elbows are directly below your shoulders, your palms are face down on the floor, and you're looking straight ahead. Breathing in, breathing out, just turn around to the right, breathing into the middle, around to the left, breathing into the middle, around to the right, breathing into the middle, and out to the left, and then breathe in, then tuck the chin in as you start to move back down towards the floor. I've got a little bit of a problem getting to the floor right here at the moment because we've got a little fluffy thing right on top of us. So that's the version you will do if you have any of those health concerns that I just mentioned. If you'd like to have a go at the Cobra, the next step, bring your hands to underneath your shoulders, same positioning. So your forehead's resting on the floor. Breathe in, breathe out, engage your core, push the pelvis into the floor. Imagine that mini moon at the base of your spine. Breathe in, create a hollow. Let the hollow walk its way up the spine. When it gets about halfway, push the marble away with your nose and then bring yourself up using your hands. Keep your belly button on the floor. So your navel's on the floor. You're looking straight ahead. Using your arms to keep yourself up here. Then look up with just your eyes to engage your Ajna chakra, which is fantastic at this time. And then breathing out, coming back down. All right. Now, definitely if you have lower back spasms, abdominal surgery, a weak back, you're definitely not going to try Cobra 6 or Cobra 7, which is what I'm going to do right now. You would definitely stick with earlier versions that I've just mentioned. So we can go into Cobra 6 if you would like. So you're clasping your hands behind your back. Breathe in, breathe out, engage the core, push the pelvis into the floor. Exactly the same thing as we did before, except you're going to tighten your bottom muscles as well, your gluteus maximus at this point. Breathe in, create the hollow, walk it, sorry, I'll say that again. Allow the hollow to walk its way up your spine. When it gets halfway, push that marble away with your nose and come up into Cobra number 6, looking straight ahead and breathing out. Bring yourself back down to the floor. Now, all the same preparation again to head into Cobra 7. Breathing in, breathe out, engage the core, push the pelvis into the floor. Engage the bottom muscles quite tightly. Clasp the hands behind your bottom there. Imagine that mini full moon in Capricorn at the base of your spine. Breathe in, create the hollow. Allow the hollow to walk its way up the spine. When it gets halfway, push that marble away with the nose. Come back up into Cobra 6. And breathe in. If you feel game, breathe out. Big breath out. Hands out in front. And then gently return your hands to the floor. And then come into your child posture. Now with the child posture, if you can't quite get your hands, your head down to your hands on the floor, use a few fists to support yourself there. And if you're not making contact with your bottom and your heel, again, put a pillow between your bottom and your heel. And then just relaxing in the child pose. It's a good idea to always do a counter posture of the same length of time as you were doing the posture. So this is a counter posture to what we're doing. So we're bending out that way. So now we're bending that way. So think about the time that you spent in Cobra and Sphinx, and then do at least the equivalent in your child. And while you're resting down there, just as you breathe in, feel your spine expanding up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, feel your whole body relaxing, releasing into the earth. Feel yourself protected and nurtured. Start to really see those goals and harnessing the energy of this full moon in Capricorn and all of these planets in the cardinal signs. Getting active, getting efficient, getting stuff done. Really working towards a goal here. And then knowing that you can reap the benefits and you can relax at the time of the full moon. Really sit back and receive. And then very gently pushing yourself back up. Ooh, there you go. That's your yoga for today. We're going to go into our deep relaxation. So preferably laying on your back, on your mat, if that's possible for you. If you know you can't lay on your back on the floor, you can lay on your side. Definitely if you're pregnant, you're going to lay on your side past your first trimester. And sorry, I'm just playing with my the microphone here. If you know you don't want to hop on the floor, you can sit on a chair and just make sure your feet have contact with the floor. So you can just put a pillow underneath if you're not quite making contact with the floor there. So if you're on the floor, put a blankie over the top of you if that's comfortable for you. A nice thick yoga blanket is fantastic. If you can find one of those, or a thinner one. Of course, if it's very hot weather where you are, put whatever you can over yourself, or maybe just go without anything. And just preferably nothing underneath your head if you can manage that. Or something little if you know you're going to need something under your head. Just fold up a thin blanket, or hello, you're going to sit right on top of me, are you? Or just have a very thin pillow under your head. So laying on your back, arms out by your side, palms faced up. Tucking your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. Okay, I'm going to do that. Hello, Betty. What you doing, Mr. Snowy? And give yourself permission to deeply relax here. Hey, sweetie. It's all right, darling. To really allow the energy from the yoga class today. Do you want to hold to become a part of your being over the next week or so. And the deep relaxation, yes, it does allow you to deeply relax, absolutely, but it also allows the energy from our sequence and our asanas to actually become a part of your being over this next little period of time. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing to do. If you've not done it before, you might not go quite as deeply, but once you've done it a few times, you'll notice that you really do start to reap the benefits of it. Okay, so closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very, very softly up towards the sky, the ceiling. And move your awareness to your feet. And breathing in, squeezing your feet. A nice big squeeze. And then breathing out, release. And then breathing in again, pushing your toes away from your body. Feel that lovely stretch in your shins. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, pushing your heels away from your body and your toes up towards your head. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness further up your legs, up to your knees. Breathing in, pushing your knees down in towards the floor. Feel your quads engaging to do this. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness further up your legs, up to your buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing your buttocks. Feel like your hips are rising just a little bit up towards the sky. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness to your lower back. Breathing in, gently pushing your lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between your lower back and the floor. And then breathing out, release. Breathing in again, keeping your awareness in your lower back. Allow your lower back to press down to the floor again. Feel that gentle pressure. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness around to the front of your torso. Breathing in, squeezing those abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness up to your chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky. At the same time, push the shoulder blades in towards each other underneath the body. And breathing out, release. And then reversing that motion, breathing in, push the shoulders off the floor and push the chest down in towards the floor. Feel that lovely stretch across the shoulder blades. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness across the shoulders and down your arms, all the way down to your hands and fingertips. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And breathing out, releasing your gentle fists. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands and lifting both arms just a few centimeters off the floor. And then breathing out, releasing your fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards the body, down towards the floor and even a little further around. Then turn the palms back in towards the body, then up towards the sky and even a little bit beyond. And then breathing out, releasing the arms and the hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move the awareness back up your arms and up to your neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And then breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. And without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. Then opening the mouth really wide and doing a lovely big yawn. And point the tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Place the tongue back in the mouth and engage your jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction, and then around in the other direction. And then release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push the eyebrows all the way down. Lift up the corners of the mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release. Then looking all over your face for all the muscles you can find. Breathing in and squeezing all the facial muscles. Your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, mouth, chin and jaw. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release. And then move your awareness around just behind your ears and all over your scalp. Imagining that you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely big squeeze. And breathing out. Release. And then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. Move your awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. And request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And then allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from behind your eyes, your right ear, back of your head, your left ear, vacuuming into your sinus area, vacuuming down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw. You can see the darkness and blackness going up this vacuum tube and away to be recycled. Vacuuming down your throat, down your neck, into your right lung. Vacuuming down your right arm into your right hand and fingertips. Vacuuming up your right arm into your right shoulder, across to your left shoulder. Vacuuming down your left arm into your left hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung. And then vacuuming down into your heart. And then vacuuming into your stomach. And then vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming down into your bowels, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg through your right knee, all the way down to your right foot and toes. Vacuuming back up your right leg into your right buttocks, across to your left buttocks. Vacuuming down your left leg through your left knee, all the way down to your left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now being created by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body be filled with beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful bright white healing light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left leg. You breathe in again and this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, your right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, your chest, heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, your left fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine, and as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine and works its way up through every single disc and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, all the way up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright white healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I see my goals clearly. I am balanced. I am focused. My heart is open to new possibilities. I am safe. All is well. I see my goals clearly. I am balanced. I am focused. My heart is open to new possibilities. I am safe. All is well. I am balanced. I am focused. I see my goals clearly. My heart is open to new possibilities. I am safe. All is well. And sit with that affirmation for a few moments. And then move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A beautiful ball of golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in, and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball, works its way into the crown of your head. As you breathe out, this beautiful golden light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms into your hands and fingertips, showering down your torso through your pelvis, showering down your legs through your knees, all the way down the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized, and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, the back of your shoulders, the backs of your arms, backs of your hands, and your head. You start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. Very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. And gently sway them from side to side and around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. And then gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm, and using this important moment to consolidate what it is that we've done so far in this yoga class. We did the beautiful EBR3, Energy Block Release 3, the Heart Awakener, which soothes your nervous system, calms your mind, creates space and freedom in your life for change, allows you to set your goals, shoot for your goals, allows you to tune into your dreams and give them wings, and awakens your heart. We did the beautiful Warriors, bringing stability and determination, endurance, harmony, balance and poise, particularly during this tumultuous time with Mars being on and off with its square with Uranus, and also with Mars going into its retrograde at the time of the full moon. And then we did the beautiful peace posture, which soothes your nervous system again, calms your nervous system, restores peace, and refreshes you. Then we did the amazing Cobra 7-stage, which again brings balance, it brings clarity and focus, forwards moving, self-confidence, a sense of well-being, courage and security and confidence, particularly over these next few days with all of those 8 planets in cardinal signs, to set your goals, take action and achieve them efficiently and effectively. And of course we did our beautiful deep relaxation, which re-energizes, revitalizes and rejuvenates the entire body, the entire mind, in preparation for the rest of your day today and for your week or so to come. Then imagining yourself sitting in the upright position before you move, keeping your eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into a sitting position. And then rubbing those palms together, creating a lovely warmth between your palms. And placing those nice warm palms over your closed eyes, allowing your eyes to open in that nice, warm, safe place. And gently tapping your forehead, your temples, your chin and your jaw, back up to the top of your head, the back of your head, your shoulders, your chest, side of your body, thighs and knees and buttocks. And shake out the side. And breathing in, reaching up. And breathing out, a little bit of a shoulder roll. And there's your deep relaxation. I hope you really enjoyed it. Excuse me. Now it's got a little bit chilly here. Little Snowy's all curled up on top of my legs here. Put my shawl over the top of him so he didn't shiver. Okay, so we're going to be doing two little pranayams in preparation for our meditation today. And of course we'll start with just the deep yogic breath. So we'll go straight into it. Breathing in, imagine you're expanding your tummy here, your abdomen. So breathing, imagine you're filling that up with air. So breathing into your tummy, then filling the chest up with air. Excuse me. And then your upper chest. Pause, and then breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest, Breathe in, filling the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, breathe in, fill up your tummy. You just have your hand on your abdomen here, chest, upper chest, and pause, and breathing out, empty the tummy, chest, and upper chest. Now you can continue to do that one if you do have an ear infection or epilepsy, because the humming bee is not going to be something that you're going to be able to do. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to do the humming bee with me. This is a fantastic pranayama to do at any time, but particularly when our lovely Mars is going into retrograde, and it has that big on and off square with Uranus. Or if you're finding that shooting for this goal is just getting a little bit frustrating, a little bit difficult, the humming bee is a really fantastic one to do. Or in fact, if you're just having trouble sleeping, this is a good one to do. It releases serotonin, so if your mood is a little low, if you're finding you're reaching that point of a bit of depression very, very quickly, this is a really good one to snap you out of that one as well. It also works on the pituitary gland, and it is also a heart awakener. So it's another lovely one to do in that respect. Releases anxiety, depression, stress and insomnia, and definitely brings you to a place of calm, joy, relaxation and a restful sleep, of course. So really it's just humming. That's all we're going to be doing. So you're going to have your mouth closed, sitting up nice and tall in whatever position you can go into here, having your chest nice and open. And you breathe in, you hum, but you hum in such a way that you feel the vibration on your lips, and preferably sort of go into your mouth and up, even up into your skull. If you can create a vibration in your skull, that's fantastic. So choose the frequency, the sound, the tone that works for you. So breathing in, imagine you're filling up your tummy with air, and then humming. And just relax that for a moment. Never overdoing your pranayama, so if you're really new to this, just do it a couple of times and then let it go. And maybe try it again the next day. You don't want to overdo any pranayama because you can actually get quite tired, and it can actually stimulate other things as well. So breathing in to your tummy, nice deep breath, and just relax that. We'll just do it one more time. Breathing in and out. Okay, and the other pranayama we're going to be doing is the alternate nostril breath. Again, if you have dizziness or if you have low blood pressure, do this nice and slow, and you may need to pace yourself with it a little bit and keep your eyes open. So that's the only real precautions to take at this time. I'm just going to reach for that piece of paper way over there. Okay, sorry, Snowy. So you bring your right hand up, you place your right middle finger right between your two eyebrows, so on your third eye there, and you let your little fingers up against your left nostril, your thumbs up against your right nostril, and you rest your right elbow in your left hand like this, sitting up nice and tall, creating lots of space here so you can do your breathing. I'll just switch hands so I can do it with you. And then just check that you can actually breathe independently out of both nostrils. If you can't, go and grab a tissue or get up and walk around for a few minutes just to stimulate the movement of the air through both nostrils there. And then just blocking off your left nostril and breathing in through the right. So breathing in, pause, switch fingers, and breathe out through your left nostril. Pause. Breathe in through your left nostril, filling up your tummy. Pause, switch fingers, breathing out through your right. Pause, breathe in through your right. Pause, switch fingers, out through your left. Pause, breathe in through your left. Pause, switch fingers, out through your right. Pause. In through your right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your left. Pause. In through your left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your right. Pause. In through your right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your left. Pause. In through your left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your right. Pause. In through your right. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your left. Pause. In through your left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through your right. And then just releasing that one. If you've not done the alternate nostril before, you might find that was quite quite enough, that period of time. It's only a couple of minutes. If you've done it before, it's definitely worth doing it for another few minutes. If you can get it up to 5 minutes or even 10 minutes, that's fantastic. It's great for any time of the day, particularly if you're about to go and meditate. It's one of the best breaths that you can do. It balances your left and right hemispheres, so it allows you to be using both your creative side of your brain and your analytical side of your brain simultaneously. It allows you to receive that subtle energy more effectively as well. And as we said, there's that beautiful trine in Jupiter and Neptune actually allows you to receive that beautiful, gentle yin energy, to be able to tune in and to be able to be still and actually take it in. So definitely worth knowing that that's a really good pranayama to be doing. It also relieves headaches if you have yourself a headache there, or sinus issues, relieves anxiety or unsteadiness in your mind, or even anger. Can bring you to a place of acceptance. So it's a really lovely one to do. A lot of pranayamas are just fantastic. So we're going to move into our meditation now. It's the very last 10 minutes of our class. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. And this will allow us to. We're going to be doing the mudra of tolerance while we do the first part of the movement on the lake, which is what the meditation is. And it starts off with just touching your last two sets of fingers together and having your palms face in towards your heart. And then I'll cue you when you need to add your next two fingers, and then eventually we'll add our thumbs as well. So we'll have all 5 fingers touching the other 5 fingers towards the end of that. And then if you can manage it through the meditation. If you can't, don't worry about it. But then we clasp our fingers together sort of backwards, so the backs of our hands come together and we clasp the fingers, and then we turn the hands around and end up with the thumbs on top like that. So the fingers are kind of interlinked in there into the gesture of solitude. But if you can't remember that through the meditation and don't really want to have to deal with that, you can either stick with the mudra of tolerance or just come into your mudra of wisdom and just release your hands down to your lap as we move into the second half of the meditation. So first off, we're just going to go straight into the mudra of tolerance, the beginning of it. So your little fingers and your ring fingers are touching. Your palms are facing inwards. We're going to relax the body first before we move into the meditation. So closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly at the floor if that's easier for you. Breathing in, move the awareness to your toes, your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, knees, upper legs and buttocks. As you breathe out, allow your whole lower half of your body to relax down into the earth. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your pelvic area, your middle torso, upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, allow your whole torso to rest and settle down into the earth. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingers, your palms, your hands, your lower arms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders. And as you breathe out, allow your arms and shoulders and hands to relax into the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head and the crown of your head. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to rest and settle into your sitting position. Imagine yourself sitting on the edge of a small lake. It's the middle of the night, the moon is full, that full moon in Capricorn. You can see it beyond the lake, beyond the forest, up in the sky. Beautiful, big, bright full moon in Capricorn. There's beautiful light shimmering on the surface of this lake, a silvery light. But you notice that the lake's a little bit stirred up. Even though there's no breeze around, it's quite unsettled. You can see the light of the moon bouncing on the little waves that are going to and fro. And you realize, it becomes apparent to you that the state of unsettledness of the lake is just a reflection of the unsettledness inside of yourself. So you breathe in into your body, into your mind, and you find that unsettledness. As you breathe out, you release it out onto the lake, up to the moon. You breathe in again, you search for any more unsettledness, anxiety, tension, pain. And as you breathe out, it shimmers across the surface of the lake up into the moon. You add another 2 fingers to your mudra. So now all 4 fingers are touching the other 4 fingers. You feel that gentle touch between the fingers. You breathe in again, you look through your body and your mind for any set of unsettledness, any tension or pain or frustration. As you breathe out, you blow that upsetness across the lake, up into the moon. You start to notice that the lake is calming down, is seeming a lot more settled, a lot more rested. Then you add your thumbs to your mudra. Now all 5 fingers are touching the other 5 fingers. You breathe in again. You look for any last remnants of unsettledness, tension or pain. You breathe out across the lake, up into the moon. You feel a weight taken off your shoulders. You sit there for a moment gazing at the very, very calm and settled surface of the lake, watching the beautiful silvery moonlight shimmering on the surface. You change your mudra into the mudra of solitude, if you can remember it. And then you realize you've come to the point of receiving. You've done all the hard work. And now it's your time to receive. You see a perfect reflection of the moon on the surface of the lake, right in front of you, a ball of light. And you know that this ball contains all of the rewards that you deserve at the time of the full moon. Possibly in the form of new friendships, new connections, new resources, acknowledgement, acceptance, recognition, or maybe even in the form of money or other types of resources. And you acknowledge that you're ready to accept it, you're ready to receive and reap the rewards of your commitment and what it is that you've taken responsibility for. You breathe in and this beautiful ball of light comes out of the water into your heart, filling your heart with this warm, exhilarating light. As you breathe out, you relax. Breathing in again, the ball comes back up again, filling you with more light. Your heart is bursting with love and acknowledgement and recognition, the capacity to receive. As you breathe out, you relax. And you continue this acceptance, this receiving for a few moments. If your mind starts to wander, bring your awareness back to your hands, your fingers, the gentle pressure you can feel on your buttocks, or your breath. Just resting for a few moments and continuing to receive the warmth and the love from this ball of light. Then breathing in, move your awareness to your crown, your head, your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, upper chest, your middle torso, excuse me, and your pelvis. As you breathe out, allow your whole upper body to come back into this room, into this present moment in time. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, your knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Have a sense of where your body is in the room, and then very gently opening your eyes, releasing your mudra, and giving yourself a little bit of a tap, waking yourself up a little bit. And that is the end of your meditation. I hope you really enjoyed the yoga class today. And please do it as many times as you would like to over this next week or so, as we go through our full moon, because it's a really lovely sequence of things to do around this time. And please do share this with anybody that you know. Share it on your Facebook, email it out to people, text it off to people, particularly those who you know can't make it to a regular yoga class, or maybe who you think could really do with this lovely energy, or maybe who do have a lot of health concerns that prevents them from doing a normal standard yoga class, because this one does actually accommodate all ages and all abilities and flexibility and health levels. And I'd love to hear your feedback as well. So please do put some comments in underneath the YouTube channel, put some likes in, or any constructive feedback if there's anything that you would like to see different. And I will see you for our new moon in a few weeks' time. And until then, namaste.